Hi everyone. So I have quarterly chart of Bitcoin open in front of me. So and these are the long-term counts. So as you can see from the very beginning of Bitcoin, this was wave 1, then wave 2, 3, this was 4, and then we are in wave 5, right? And within 5 we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 are done, and we are basically in 5 of 5, so which is essentially the very last leg of this whole up move, right? And now if we zoom in the last leg, then we can further see within the last 5 we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So now after seeing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, does this mean this 5 is done? And if this 5 is done, then this 5 is also done, then this 5 long-term 5 is also done. Essentially, as you can see, all these 3, 5, they will all be done if this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is done, right? On the other hand, what if this 5 is extending into 9 waves, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this could be 7, 8 and 9. And if it is extending into 9 waves, that is the scenario when Bitcoin might first make a further move up towards 150k, and then only it will complete this move. Obviously 5 could evolve or extend into 9, and that could become 13. So this move can continue going, right, on the upside. So that is the upside scenario. What about the downside scenario? So downside scenario is if we complete that this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is done here, and this is essentially the correction has started, right? And if this 5 is done, that means multiple degree 5s, and this 5 is also done. So then the correction that we are looking for, it will be a correction of this whole rise from the very beginning, because after 5 waves up, we expect 3 waves down, right? So, and if that is the scenario that we have completed 5 waves here, and there is no further extension that is going to happen, in that case, let's see how the extensions look like. If I take a Fibonacci retracement of this whole rise from the very beginning till this point, then you can see 61% retracement of this whole rise comes to around 41,365. So that's the downside potential. It could even go further down than that, but 61.8% is what we call the golden ratio, and it also happens to be the most common retracement for wave 2, because this 5 wave up is essentially a very large degree wave 1, and this retracement will be wave 2, right? So that's why I mentioned in the video that the downside potential could be 45,000, and basically this is the exact number, but 45,000 was a larger round off. So because it could actually be less than 61.8% as well, right? So that's how the retracement looks like if this 5th is over. Now, how do we know whether this 5th is over or not? So for that, we have to drill down further. So this is our 4th, and this is the 5th. So here you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 2 I have marked here instead of here, because in lower degree time frame, this is wave 1, 2, there is 3, and then 4, and then this is 5. So you might feel like this is the right place, but it's not a mistake. This is where the low, and this low is above this, so there is no overlap between this wave 2 low and wave 1 beginning, right? So this is 1, 2, 3 is done, 4 is done, and this is the 5th. So basically, if this is the 5th, and this 5th could be over at this point, and this might be just like, some kind of correction starting, or a corrective structure evolving here. And if we further drill down into it, so then this is the last leg. So within the last leg we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3. This is whole corrective structure wxy which was 4, and then this looks like an impulse, and which is 5. So we have basically 5 done here. Now the question is whether we just starts whether Bitcoin starts falling from this point itself because 5 is done, or whether this fifth also would extend to into something like 1 2 3 4 5, and then only it will complete the fifth. So as I said, if that's what happens, then we would be seeing levels much higher than the all-time highs that we have seen so far. So we would be breaching those levels and seeing much higher levels towards 150k. But if this is not 1 2 3 4 5 and fifth is done here, actually that would means that everything else is also completed at this point, and that is a definite possibility because this looks like complete. So that would mean this whole large up move has finally ended in Bitcoin, and we might start a severe or a significant downtrend, which should take price to much lower levels. So how do we know when which view will come in effect? So this is where we are saying that this fifth leg started, and if we breach this low, right, that would mean that no further extensions are happening, and this is complete. So this point is at 74,441.20. So I am looking at I think TradingView index. So this value might be different depending on different exchanges, but you can check it out where this exact low in weekly chart is, and this low, wherever it is, it should be around 74-75 levels. And if this low is broken on the downside, then that would likely mean that this whole rise that we are seeing in this quarterly chart is complete, and it's time for a significant retracement. That's all for this video. I hope you like it, and for more such videos, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you.